Bushkill Falls is one of the Poconos' most famous scenic attractions. The area contains 8 waterfalls that are accessible through a network of hiking trails and bridges. The largest waterfall cascades down more than 100 feet. Bushkill Falls opened in 1904 by Charles Peter, and the land is still privately owned by the Peters family. There is a $15 admission fee for adults and $9 for children under 10 during the weekdays. The fee goes up to $18 for adults on the weekend. There are 4 trails that vary by length and difficulty. The green and yellow trails are easy trails with walking bridges that allow visitors the ability to view the main waterfalls. These are the most popular trails and the 2 we decided to explore. The blue and red trails are more difficult and take longer to hike. The red trail is the most difficult and takes more than 2 hours to complete, but offers spectacular views of the Delaware Valley. The falls were incredible, and the kids really loved traversing all of the walking paths and bridges. Traveler's tip: the food at the snack bar was not very good. We ordered several different items, and they were all disappointing. We recommend eating before you arrive and skipping the snack bar. After Bushkill Falls, we headed to the Pocono Indian Museum. The Pocono Indian Museum traces the history of the Delawares through displays of ancient artifacts, weapons, and tools that chronicle the life among the first North American people in the area. The museum shows you the history of man in northeastern PA from 10,500 BC to the contact period with European man prior to the American Revolution. There is a timed admission to the exhibit and an audio-guided tour. The audio tour was very informative, but it was also great because it kept you in each room to really learn the history. This prevented us from quickly moving through the exhibit. We learned a lot of interesting facts and history about the Native American people of this area, and the museum is a must-visit when you are in the Poconos. There is also a gift shop with lots of different Indian art, sculptures, and memorabilia.
Tannic acid. And if you would eat acorns the way the Indians ate them, you'd probably become very sick. But the Indians had a method of leaching the acid from them made from beaver or bear skins. The only time the Indians preferred to wear moccasins was when the ground was cold or if they often have disturbed the strands of this web. The turtle shell in the center of the web symbolizes the turtle, which was very important to the Lenape religion. They believed that the earth is a turtle which rose from the sea, and all life grew from the turtle's back. Why the Lenape included this concept into the creation myth is particularly interesting because modern geologists realized that the earth was once covered with water, and when it receded, land life began. The turtle was often referred to as he who carries our mother's body. Prior to contact with a white man, there were as many as 10,000 Delaware Indians living in a group in this part of the Poconos. First, a great colonial trick if you wanted to acquire more land than the Indians. The Indian would wear the clothing to the village, and that way infect the entire clan.
After the Indian Museum, we headed to our hotel. We decided to stay at the Mount Airy Lodge and Casino. We have stayed at casinos before as a family, and there were always things for kids to do. There was a beautiful indoor-outdoor pool that the kids loved, but the lodge had very strict rules for kids. You could not walk to dinner without an escort, which was a bit annoying, and there was also an 8 p.m. curfew for kids at the resort. We were told that they were recently fined for an 11-year-old who was caught gambling, but we still thought the rules were overbearing. Other than the pool, there was not much for the kids to do, so we do not recommend staying at the Mount Airy Lodge if you have kids.
You go. Oh, that went off. That thing goes. I can't win now. Unless you get in the pool. Lose your 3 points. Okay, if you get in the pool, you actually will win. No, if I hit the board, I will win. No, it's...